Alright, to get going here, we're going to need a paper towel or a toilet paper tube. I have mine cut down to about 3 inches, which will work a little bit nicer in my opinion. We'll also need a piece of 7" by 7" piece of printer paper, so it's just the standard stuff that you'd run through a printer. And then we're going to need a little bit thicker material. I'm using some cardstock. We'll need a 7" by 11" piece of cardstock. And we'll also need a 4" by 11" piece of cardstock. Okay. Alright, so the first thing we'll do is we're going to make one coil here. Or I should say we're going to make one tube. And you could just as well use a long paper towel tube cut down to 7 inches. But if you don't have those available, then you could go ahead and do this. And the main reason I'm doing this is because I'm doing this with a class and I just don't have that many paper towel tubes. So I'm going to do this instead. So I'm going to coil it up and then I'm going to stick this over it and then just let it uncoil. And then just kind of spread it out a little bit like that. And we're going to use a little bit of masking tape. So just tape that seam to hold it together here. I do want to make sure that my ends are flush. Okay. So I'll get that set up and put the tape on it like that. Okay. I'm going to move to the other end, same thing, just kind of make sure that it's opened up all the way here, and then I'm going to put a piece of tape right there to hold it. And then finally we're going to take this and we're just going to cover that seam up right there with a piece of tape. Just using some 3/4 inch masking tape for this. You could use any tape really, as long as the tape itself isn't conductive. Okay. So there's our one tube. Okay. Then we're going to take our 4" by 11" piece of cardstock. And we'll go ahead and do the same thing. We'll roll that up. This could just as well be a a toilet paper tube. Well, it could be a paper towel tube just as well. Throw it in the ring, let it expand. Okay. And same thing, we're just going to tape that. However you go about doing that, just so that you keep that diameter. And the diameter of this one, I don't know, I think it's about, well, let's measure it real quick. Looks like it's approximately 1 3/4 inches in diameter. So there you go. Alright, so now we have our 2 tubes and have a 7" by 7" piece of paper. We'll move on to the next step.